Test, 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 test. We're getting audio on the mixer now. Hey, Andrew, test, test. We have audio. Hey, everybody, welcome to the live stream with a couple of downflaws and here's and there.
How do I use it?
We're now here. Just talk into it.
Oh, okay.
We have Charlie as our filmer for the stream now, and me as your host, and Andrew here as our co-host.
Alrighty. We got this working.
Yes, I'd love to. Okay, I'm going to switch spots with Charlie.
Hello, Charlie. Welcome down.
We had Emily Bourne take the ball down the court.
She's pretty good, don't you think? Oh, what a save.
At the top, Haley Wagner drives it down, straight up. Puts her in for two.
Alrighty, that was a pretty good play from Douglas.
Coming down the court. Got Caldwell with the ball.
And that's...
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back after a bit. Smash.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the game here. We are getting set as Bulldogs will inbound the ball. Emily Bourne for the inbound for the Bulldogs, looking to go to Jenna Ryerson. And here we go. What do you think, Charlie, of those first two quarters we had there?
It's just a learning year for the Bulldogs. Couple small mistakes, but we can always improve.
I agree, Charlie. Bourne at the corner of the three. It finds Wagner at the top. Finds Bergson. Swings it around to the other sister of the Bergson, who will dribble it in and smack it to Wagner's hand. She drops it, picks it back up. She'll find Bourne at the side of the key. She shoots it, and it backs off the back iron and is picked up by Caldwell. Caldwell find themselves over the half-court line, being stopped up by Wagner. Find themselves over to Caldwell. Shoot, and that's a make for Caldwell. What do you think Douglas needs to work on that play there, Charlie?
Just getting back, getting reset after this.
You heard it there from Charlie. Wagner for three. Knocks off, in and out. It's rebounded by Bergson. Can she hold? And she does. Jump ball.
That's just one of those things, Jane. I feel like the girls are building on this year, getting tougher, stronger. Obviously, we got different coaches this year.
That is true. You will notice Lawson and Carter for both male and female this year, and a small team for the girls with only 10 players in total. Caldwell passes the half-court line, looking for somebody, finds him at the top, and it's knocked up by Berkson. And Caldwell gets it back again. They'll dribble off to the side of the key. They'll find this ball all at the top of the key. Bourne reaching in there, and we'll pick up a foul. Do we have audio? And here we... I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know if we were having audio or not. Charlie's a little lost in the sauce over here looking at me like we might not have audio. And here we go. Caldwell to inbound. Can't find anybody. She bounces it, takes it to the corner, and she'll dribble it in. And that will be another foul on Bourne.
She's just a very aggressive player, I think.
You see her very aggressively throughout all of her seasons. This being her senior year, she's a very fast, aggressive player that wants and knows what she wants and wants to get to that ball as fast as she possibly can. Caldwell to inbound. It'll find its way on the block. Be tipped up by Bourne. She's scooping for the ball like it's ice cream. She finds it, and she is streaking through. And right there, Charlie, that's where you see some of Emily Bourne's speed firsthand.
This again, very aggressive, going after that ball the whole time.
And you'll see Emily go to the line. It's nice to see. We do have a small student section here at the game tonight. Emily, first shot is up. And it knocks off the front. Second shot for Bourne. It's up. And it knocks in and out and is rebounded by Caldwell. Caldwell looking to pass half-court line where a big bulldog is painted at half-court. It'll find its way to the side of the key. It'll streak all the way across the court. Find its way back in the hands. Up for the shot. And she'll get it and the and one. And she'll make it. Wagner to carry it over the big half-court bulldog. And she'll take it as a copy of the key. She'll find Ryerson. Bourne back at the top of the key to Wagner. Wagner dribbles it in a little bit. Finds Berkson. Berkson up with the shot. Hits off the front of the iron. And it'll find its way back into Caldwell's hands. Ryerson will stop up the pass. She'll find Bourne streaking through the backcourt. And there she goes. Up for the layup. It's off the front of the box. Ryerson with the rebound. Hits off the back iron. Burt falls into Berkson's hands. Berkson doesn't know where to go. If it takes it out, lets everybody reset. Bourne over to older Berkson. Kennedy. They'll find it to Gentry Berkson, the younger one. Finds Ryerson. Ryerson up with the shot. Hits off the backboard and is rebounded. Sorry, guys. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty there with the movie recording. I'm sure you could care less about that. So, Charlie, what do you think the Bulldogs are struggling with out there, kind of missing all them shots? Do you think it's because we're rushing out there? Or?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to be too quick. I think we need to slow down, get in the rhythm.
Feel the rhythm, feel the ride, as that one Jamaican movie said.
Very much. Jay.
I believe that's Cool Runnings about the bobsled team. All right, that is a break for the Bulldogs. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back after this. And here we are coming back out of that timeout there. Bulldogs inbound. This is a scrimmage, Charlie, so there's four 4-minute quarters with about a minute in between each. Not like our normal games we're probably used to. Berkson underneath the goal. Find Bourne. Will swing it over to Wagner in the corner. Wagner up with the shot. Hits off the back iron. And it fumbles right out of both Bourne and Bergson's hands. And Caldwell will take over on their own baseline. Just want to let everybody know that Charlie was pretty nervous when we started coming into this.
Very much, very much.
And now, as soon as we went off air there, Charlie told me how much fun he's having. And normally you might have Jay and Shelby Green's voice for soft soothingness of the basketball game, but you will have me and Charlie at all the away games on DHS Radio. Be sure to tune in. Caldwell rebounds back over the half-court line, finds in the corner, knocked up by Kennedy Bergson. And she will go out of bounds there. And you hear the student section going a little bit wild over there about that one.
Yeah, it's something I very much miss with doing all this new stuff. The student section.
And here we go. Caldwell back to inbound. And they'll find the block, and she'll find the ball there and get it right up and in. Wagner for the Bulldogs. Passes a big Bulldog painted at half court. We'll find Gentry Bergson. Looking for Ryerson. It'll be smacked up by Caldwell. Caldwell will bring it down. And we'll dribble around circle. Caldwell at the top of the key. We'll find it over. Back down to Caldwell. It'll be smacked up by Bergson. And it will roll out of bounds, and it will be Douglas's ball. With 19 seconds left here in the third quarter, it is Douglas 12, Caldwell 7. Ryerson around the key finds Wagner in the corner, up with a shot, and a swish it is. She gets her in perfectly.
That was just being calm there.
Oh, Wagner still with the ball.
Just being very calm there, setting the play up. You know, get a set, get a good shot off.
Well, that is the end of the third quarter. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back right after this. Okay, guys, we're starting to get back into the next quarter. Charlie, go ahead and talk because I've heard we had some problems with your audio.
Hello, Jay.
Yeah, still kind of barely. It's here and there, but didn't miss with Charlie. Might have sabotaged his mic. Don't want him to get too much on airtime, right, Charlie?
That's just because I'm too good.
All right. Well, we're going to get ready and set off in about 5 seconds. Douglas isn't out here, but we do have, since there's a multiple schools at this scrimmage tonight, we have Bluestem versus Caldwell girls for you. And we're about to get into it. And we are back, guys. We're getting ready and getting all set here for this beautiful game. Charlie, you got any wise words before you set off? Or here, let's even start with this. What did you really like about the last game with the girls? For the
They-
Bulldogs.
They were different from last year's team. They were more aggressive. There wasn't much arguing like last year. They were a team, you know.
Yeah, a team of 10. This girls' team is a very smaller than it was last year, with a total of 10 players both ways. What do you think about that, Charlie? A very small team than probably Douglas has ever had for girls.
Well, girls wrestling has shot up a lot, and really that's what our school is for the girls' side during winter sports.
Very well said there, Charlie. But in other retrospect, you guys are playing teams with maybe 10, 15 players at a time on their varsity, and they're switching full positions every time. Do you think that's going to be hard on our girls to handle, or do you think they're going to be able to keep up with the Smokes this season?
Well, just like football, you get wore down real quick when you play after game, and you never get a break. So just hoping to see Lawson give them a break here and there.
That is right. And so you'll probably see most of the girls on the bench every time for varsity, all 10 of them. And here we go. Blue Sims off. Up with the shot there, and it'll be knocked away and out of bounds. Caldwell to inbound. And we have our DHS Booster Club sponsoring a good old chili feed down here. So you not only can watch it, you might come down here and get some chili and then go back home and start watching it again on your couch. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm a small man with a big appetite, so I think that's great.
And here we go. Blue Stem fumbles and gets the fumble, and they're off on the shot here. Bounce out to the corner. She takes a bounce, goes down to the block, up with a shot and in. Caldwell will get the ball. She'll slap it over to the corner. She'll pass over the Bulldog. Fumbling it out of her hands, looking for some help there. She'll get it. Caldwell takes it to the corner. Finds an open key. Down in the corner, Caldwell. Underneath the basket, looking for somebody. Finds her out to the corner. Up for a shot. Knocks in and out there for the Caldwell. Blue Stem Lions on the run here. It just scrapes off her hands. It's scooped up by Caldwell. And there it is, walking that out of bounds line like a tightrope over there. And they'll pick up a foul along the way by Blue Stem. And here we go. Top of the key, Blue Stem. Blue Stem up with the shot. Ooh, knocks in and out for Blue Stem. And Blue Stem will get it and go right back up. And we'll get the and one here. Be sure to tune in on Friday for Douglas's first ever official basketball game, where you will have Jay and Shelby commentating probably much better than me and Charlie. But if you do love the soft, soothing sounds of me and Charlie's voice, be sure to catch us on the radio at all the away games for the Bulldogs. Caldwell to inbound. Trying to get past that half court is becoming a struggle for them. They make it pass. Stuck at the big old Bulldog painted at half court here at the Purple Palace. Caldwell down to the corner. Caldwell to inbound. Caldwell at the top of the key. Dribbling in. And Bluestem intercepts that, and she is streaking through the backcourt. Little dribble pass. Misses the layup. And Caldwell to go back. She's cooking it. Finds herself stuck at the top of the key. And we'll swing it to the corner. Up with a shot for Caldwell. Airballs it. And Charlie, what are you thinking so far on this one? A lot of back and forth. Throw the ball as far as you can and see what happens.
Well, these teams are both seem to be very young teams. Beginning of the season takes some learning and experience.
Sorry, Charlie. I was working with some technical difficulties with our cameraman, Andrew Paul.
My bad.
And here we go. And a shot by Bluestem, and it rattles in. Makes it Caldwell's ball on their baseline. Caldwell to intercept. Streaking through the court like they are on fire. Pump fake. Finds its way to the top of the key. Swings over to the corner. They're looking for somebody. Can't find him. And the ball fumbles out of bounds. With 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Remember, this is 4-minute quarters. We have 3 of them tonight. 3 quarters each game. And there's no numbers or anything on anybody's jersey. So I wish I could have some better commentating for you guys. And a 3-pointer for Bluestem. And it knocks right in. That's putting Bluestem at 12. Caldwell 0. With 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Caldwell here to inbound the ball. Bluestem with the steal, and that's the first quarter for you. With Bluestem 12, Caldwell 0. We'll take a short break and be back right after this. Okay, everybody, we are back here and getting in. Oh, I'm sorry, black screen. We're working with our cameraman. He's learning. Everybody has to struggle sometimes. Keep in mind, this is our first stream, so we might have technical difficulties here and there, but please learn and work with us. There we go. I apologize for that again. That's kind of weird. We're having some technical difficulties here. Apologize, everybody. Please work with us. This is our first live stream. We're a little here and there, Charlie. Charlie's rolling his eyes over here like he's a professional.
Yeah, this is a lot more difficult than you'd really expect.
Whenever I first asked Charlie if he'd help me off all this, he was jumping up with joy during football season. And now that it's come time, Charlie's a little lost in the sauce, frankly.
It's just a little nervous to do something for your first time.
It always is. But are you having fun, Charlie?
Very much.
And that's a shot by Blue Sim. It hits off the iron there. The big ring of fire, some people call it. That's what I call it. Anyways, stopped up there by Blue Sim. And again, stopped up by Blue Sim. And again, stopped up by Blue Sim. And there will be a foul on Blue Sim. Oh no, we're frozen, guys. Hang in there with us. We are slowly learning here. It just take us 1 second here. Alright. And Charlie, you're gonna have to take over real quick on the commentating for me if you don't mind.
Caldwell down the corner. Passes, blocked by Blue Sim. Blue Sim has the ball coming down the court. Into the corner. Drives to the lane. Shoots up. Blue Sim with the rebound. Caldwell. Foul.
All right, everybody, we should be back up and running here. I apologize about that. Again, we are learning slowly. Sometimes we do have failures, so if you all could just work with us, we surely would appreciate that. Timeout, guys. We're going to be right back after this. And we're back in it. Here we go. Everybody ready? Charlie, me, and even some of these amazing parents here today. Are you ready, Charlie? Well, we are ready here, and here we go. It's been an interesting game so far. It's just been a little bit of a back and forth from each teams, you might have noticed. So, it's here, it's there, it's nor everywhere. Right, Charlie? And here we go. Blue Sim chuckling across the court there. And up with a shot, airballs it. Comes down. We have 1:55 left in the second quarter here, and it's Blue Stem 12, Caldwell 0. Caldwell fumbles the ball right there at the key, and that'll be a foul on Blue Stem. Okay, never mind, Charlie. I was doing sign language to him, and he wasn't getting it. I was telling Charlie how much I loved him. And that's a foul on Blue Stem there. They have racked up quite the fouls. It has been 4 so far. I guess that's not as much as I thought.
Very aggressive team there.
And here we go. We're getting into it. Okay, that's probably better. There we go. And here we go, guys. Caldwell, first one. Up. Very high ball. Hits off the back iron. Second one. Everybody's pumped. Blue Stem smacking hands on the sideline over there. They are flipping high. Second one. Up. And it rattles in. Blue Stem carrying the ball down the court here. Swings over in the corner. Up of a shot. Hits off the front of the rim. Blue Stem to rebound. Up again. Oh, rattles in and out. And here we go. Caldwell to inbound. Caldwell on the run on this one. They'll find themselves at the corner. The top corner. And they're back at the top corner. Looking for help. Finds the corner. Almost loses possession. Up with the shot. Hits off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Blue Stem. Almost loses possession. Finds a teammate. Teammate looking for another teammate. Finds herself back to the corner. Blue Stem at the top of the key. Down to the corner. All the way back to the other side. Up with the shot. And it hits off the side of the rim. Caldwell for the rebound. Up with the shot. Rattles in and out. Back up with the shot. Blue Stem to rebound. Blue Stem taking it back down the other way. And here we go. Works its way around to the corner. Up with the shot for Blue Stem. And it's a swish. With 9 seconds left here in the second quarter, we have Blue Stem 15, Caldwell 1. Caldwell on the run. Takes a shot for it, and she misses. And that will be the end of the second quarter with the score, Blue Stem 15, Caldwell 1. Well, Charlie, what are you thinking about that?
It was very aggressive game. I feel like the refs were letting a lot slide by.
I see that. I see quite a bit of fouls racked up over there for Blue Stem. Very aggressive game.
Also,
Trying to see Caldwell get some points on the board here.
very much. They're still very tired. They only got a 3-minute break between the Douglas and Caldwell game to this game.
Yeah, that is true. We'll have more for you right back, right after this. Hey, everybody, we are back. Blue Stem 2 inbound. And here we go. Toss over the head. Finds its way to the corner. Shot for Blue Stem. Rolls on top of the backboard there. Can't do that one. Caldwell to inbound. Streaking down the court. Loses control of the ball. Finds his hands in Blue Stem. Blue Stem gets it and rolls around through Caldwell's hands again. Finds his way to the corner for Blue Stem. Pump fake. Back to the top of the key. Around back to the corner. Back to the top of the key for Blue Stem. Up with the shot. It's off and back and off the backboard again and falls into Caldwell's hands. Finds his way to Caldwell. Caldwell in the corner. Up with a shot. Spins around for an air ball. Finds his way to Blue Stem's hands. And will fumble it back into Caldwell's hands. Will find themselves down by the block. Up with a shot. It's off the backboard. Rolls over the goal there. And be ripped out of Caldwell's hands into Blue Stims as they streak through the court up with a layup, and it will roll right into the rim for them.
Just great procedure right there. Quick, active.
Well said, Charman. Well said. Gotta have an on-air name. What's your on-air name? Charman? Charizard?
What's yours, Jay?
J Money. No, I prefer Bob Gunderson.
I like Bob Gunderson.
Yeah. You know what would be a really good one for you? Rodney Spoons.
Not feeling
Are
it.
you not feeling the Rodney Spoons? Charizard? The Charmander?
Charmander.
All right, Charmander.
Charmander.
And we're off here. It'll find its way back into Blue Stim's hands as they streak through the court. A 2-on-1 situation, and they roll in the shot. With a minute 51 here left back in the last quarter of these three-quarter games, 4 minutes a quarter, which is probably not what you're used to in common basketball. Blue Stim will lead 19 to Caldwell's 1 with an 18-score lead. Blue Stim will streak back down the court and go up for another shot there. Changing the score with a minute 28 left, Charlie. Or Charmander. 21 Blue Stim, Caldwell 1 with a 20-point lead to Blue Stim.
This is just all learning right now, Jay.
Oh, I thought there was more to that. That's why there was a little bit of pause in there. I thought you were going to. Charlie is absolutely right. These teams are main goal to have fun and win. That's the second. No, have fun, and your main goal is obviously, hopefully, taken care of out there on the court. It'll fumble around into Caldwell's ball on their own baseline there. I'm sorry, that would be Blue Stim's baseline. I apologize there. It'll shuffle around. Back around. Blue Stim will knock it up and take it down the court. It'll fall right back into Caldwell's hands. Caldwell, the corner. All the way up for a shot for Caldwell. Blue Stim will rebound it. Looking to get another shot on here. And they'll get another one. With 23 Blue Stim. 1 Caldwell with 30 seconds left here in the last quarter of this game. Blue Stim will lose the ball, but they'll find it right back in their hands. Back to the top of the key for Caldwell. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Blue Stim there a second ago. Charlie did give me a weird look. Blue Stim will knock it up from Caldwell. And it'll find its way back into Caldwell's hands. Caldwell back down the court. Find its way over to Caldwell in the corner. Caldwell up with a shot. Hits off the iron. And that's game there. With a 23 Blue Stim to 1 Caldwell. And you'll see the team smack hands there. And that will be the end of the game. Here shortly we have another game coming up for you. Correct, Charlie?
Correct.
You know which one it is?
I believe it's Blue Stim and Douglas, Jay.
Girls, correct?
Yes.
All right, we'll have that coming right back up for you after this. All right, Charlie, we're getting geared up here for the girls. Douglas Bulldogs versus our Blueston girls. What are you looking forward to in this match here?
It's going to be a very aggressive one as they're both very aggressive teams, like we've seen in the last 2 games, Jayden.
Yep, I agree. We have obviously our speed demon Born down there and the 2 Bergston sisters along with it to hopefully get a nice little cushion win here for the Bulldogs.
Very much.
All right, and here we go. We are getting geared up for the game right about now. You guys didn't catch that. Charlie waved goodbye to all of you. So next time, I hope you wave hi to all of them. And here we go. Douglas in their purple uniforms, Blueston in all white. Here we go. Wagner at the top of the key. We'll find Bourne. Swing it over to Gentry. Bergson will look back for Wagner. And I guess we have 2 Wagners out there as well. So that's going to be Haley Wagner at the top of the key. Swing it over to Bourne. Bourne dribbles to the top of the key. Hand it off to Kennedy Bergson. Kenny and find Gentry all the way back over to the corner for Bourne. Amazing movement here by the Bulldogs. And Kenny will go in up there for a shot. And will get fouled as doing so.
You know, Jayden, it's kind of like the sister show down there. We got the Bergstons and the Wagners.
I do believe you're right, Charlie. Sorry, guys. I might have been a little quiet there. I picked up the wrong microphone.
So y'all can't hear my beautiful voice.
Well, yeah, he got it. He nailed it right on the dot there. And we're over here to Maddie Wagner will swing it over to Kennedy Bergson. We'll find another Wagner at the top of the keel, swinging back to the corner for Gentry Bergson. We'll find Wagner down by the block, and she'll shoot it up and in. With 3 minutes left here in the first quarter, it is Douglas 3, Blueston 0. Blueston in the corner, looking to shoot. Kennedy straight on the block, and we'll dribble it under the goal, swing it to the corner, up for a shot, and it's a swish in. Tying things up here for 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock. It is Douglas 3, Blueston 3. Haley Wagner dribble it over the line for the Bulldogs. And she'll find Kennedy Bergson. We'll dribble it to the top, looking for help. Finds Bourne. Bourne over to Wagner. Wagner at the top of the key, dribbling it all the way down to the block, up for a shot. Shoots it over the goal, but it's rebounded by Bourne. Good enough for a jump ball. And it will go over to Blueston. And here we go. Blueston passing over the big old Bulldog, painted at half court. And streaking through. Finds a corner. Up for a shot. Dribbles off the rim. And Blueston to rebound and will be brought down and fouled as she comes to the floor.
There again, you're very aggressive Bulldogs. Too aggressive, just going after the ball. They should learn to stay calm and relax.
Yeah, but you're seeing on offense here from the Bulldogs a lot of great movement, a lot of movement from the Bulldogs, finding that open spot. Blueston will air the ball over there, and it'll find its way back into Douglas's hands, and they'll tip it up right back to Blueston. They'll find their way on the free throw line, and will air ball it again back into Blueston's hands. Blueston dribbling it in. And Wagner will tip it up for him. As she streaks through the court, looking for a little bit of help. She'll settle back down. Everybody catch up. She'll find Gentry. Gentry to Bourne. Bourne streaking right through the court there. I'll find Bergson again. Bergson looking for Ryerson. Will be smacked up by Blueston, but Ryerson will still continue the ball. They'll go to Bergson. Bergson to Bourne. Bourne to Wagner at the top of the key. Take a couple dribbles to the free throw line. Shoot it up and make it right in as it rolls around there. And that'll be a timeout from Coach Lawson. So, Charlie, I have to ask you yet again, what are you thinking here as this first quarter is kind of went by a little bit faster than normal? Douglas up 2 points here against Blue Stem with a minute and 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. What do you think?
Jaden, they're executing very well on the offensive end of the court. It's just getting back and resetting for that defense so that they can't get down and shot.
I think you're seeing the Bulldogs a little bit struggling there because they're getting back, and then that's where you're seeing them let up a little bit of fouls they might not have needed to give up there in that back four.
Yep.
All right, Charlie. We'll move back on as the game is getting ready to go back underway.
I like you called me Charlie.
Not gonna have it. And here we go. Blue Stem to inbound. Inbound. Blue Stem on the inbound. They'll find its way back down to the corner. They'll dribble it in. They'll triple around in between the Bulldogs. They'll find its way a little bit past there, and they'll go up and in for a shot. Bulldogs on the dribble. Wagner at the top of the key. Find our other little sister right down there who go for a shot and get nailed by the backboard. They'll find his way to Bourne's hands. Back to Wagner. And he'll hit the top of the rim there and wish around and not make it in. Blue Stem on the power play here. And they'll find themselves down by the block and up and in. That will make Blue Stem take the lead. With 16 seconds left here in the first quarter, you have Douglas 5, Blue Stem 7. Ryerson up with a three-pointer, misses off the rim. Blue Stem to inbound. Foot stepped out of bounds there. She was walking that sucker like a tightrope.
Jaden, they just trying to rush a shot off there instead of being calm and just letting the play develop.
Douglas inbound will throw it right through Haley Wagner's hands. 10 seconds still left on the clock. Blue Stem 7, Douglas 5. Douglas will trail it by 2. Blue Stem to inbound. Blue Stem will dribble it right past the big old painted Bulldog. And it'll find its way right over. And they'll go for a shot and miss it. And that will be the end of our first quarter here for Douglas versus Blue Stem. Douglas will be trailing by 2, and Blue Stem in the lead with 7. Was a foul here. We will continue that, and she will get her points here on the board.
I don't like how you're looking at me, Mom.
Anything to say, Charmander? Charmander's giving me an awful bad stare down right now. And that's a high one and up, and it is in for a swoosh. One more for Blue Stem. The second one is up, and it is rattles in and out. It'll find its way to Bourne's hands. Just not enough time on the clock to make anything of that. And that will be the end of our first quarter here for Douglas girls versus Blue Stem, with Douglas 5, Blue Stem 8. And we'll have more coming up right after this. And we're back and getting right back into it as Douglas will inbound for the Bulldogs. And they are off. Bourne for the Bulldogs. Bourne over to Haley Wagner. Wagner will lose the ball, and he'll fumble right into Blue Sim's hand. Blue Sim up for a shot. Oh, dribble around and right in, and she will get it.
I think there may have been a foul on that play too, Jake. Guess we got a little lucky.
All right, Charlie. I'm sorry, Charmander. Wagner will find Gentry in the corner. He'll looking for her big sister Kennedy, and he'll be stopped up by Blue Sim on the power play here. Bourne will smack it right out of her hands. It'll be out on Blue Sim. Douglas's ball on their own baseline.
Yes, Bob Gunderson.
You're supposed to say something. And here we go. Girls on the move. Wagner at the top of the key. Find his way over to Bourne. Bourne, Ryerson at the top. Find Wagner in the corner. Wagner up with the shot. It's off the back iron. Will be brought down by Gentry Berkson. Good enough for a jump ball. And it will go over to Blue Stem. So, Charlie, what did you really like out there in the first quarter of the game?
Thought we executed really well on the offensive end until the end when we were trying to just rush shots up. Defensive, I think we should need to take a step back off our person and stay like active.
Wagner will get 2 for the Bulldogs, and it will be over to Blue Stem. With 2 minutes, 22 seconds left here in the second quarter, Douglas will trail by 3 with Blue Stem 10, Douglas 7. Blue Stem up for the shot, missing wide. Wagner trying to save the ball and end up nailing herself in the knee, letting Blue Stem inbound on their own baseline. Blue Stem to inbound. Once they find somebody to inbound. And here we go. Blue Sim to inbound. Blue Sim at the top of the key. Swings it all the way around the three-point line. And they'll go the other direction at the top of the key. Three-pointer. Knocks off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Blue Sim and right back up and in. Douglas on the ball. Wagner carrying it from her younger sister, Maddie. Maddie at the top of the key. Finds its way over to Bourne. Bourne finds Haley Wagner at the top of the key. We'll find Gentry. Back down to Maddie. Looking for Haley to be stopped up by Blue Sim, but she won't stop her. She'll go right back up for a three-pointer for the Bulldogs. That is correct, Charlie. With a minute 25 left here in the second quarter, Douglas will trail by 2 now with Blue Sim at 12, Douglas at 10. Blue Sim will dribble it all the way into the paint and will miss on the layup. Timeout from the Bulldogs here, and come over here to me and Charlie and see what's going on. Charlie, what are you thinking is that timeout's going to be for?
I think just to get reset, get set, so we can go down and execute nice offense.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Charlie. I think we're rushing ourselves a little bit too much. We got a minute left on the clock, and that's all we see is a minute left on the clock, and try and get as many points up on the board as possible because we're down by 2. They're trying to scrape there and try and get everything they can, probably. Just notice I didn't even switch to us. That's my bad. I surely do apologize. But all right, Charlie. That was a horrible. Charlie's so lost in the sauce right now because of all the technical difficulties we just had. We apologize.
Seems like to be a common thing with Bob Gunderson.
Okay. We apologize. This is our first live stream. We're trying hard. We're trying hard to please all of the 4 viewers we have right now. And we're going back into the game now. And here we go, Charlie. Wagner at the top. Wagner down to her little sister, Maddie Wagner. Maddie over to Kennedy. Kennedy dribbling over to the block. Will find Haley. Haley will dribble right in there, up for a layup, and will smack off the back glass a little too hard. She'll get her own rebound. She'll go up for a 3, hit off the back iron. Kennedy tries for the rebound there, and will strike to the backfield for Blue Stem. And as they go up, they'll get fouled by Gentry Burston, Kennedy's little sister.
That's just a bad rep for Gentry to get it to be Kenny's little sister.
Well, okay, that's not really where I was going with that, but
Good joking. Mercy girls are very athletic girls.
all right, nicely said, Charmander. If you don't get canceled by the end of the night. And the next one's up. And it's in. She will get both of them. Changing the score of 38 seconds here in the second quarter. Blue Stem 14, Douglas 10. Douglas will trail it by 4. Douglas down to Kennedy in the block. She'll find Bourne on the outside. We'll find Maddie up for a 3. And she'll swish it right in to trail by 1 for the Bulldogs. With 14 seconds left here in the second quarter. Blue Stem will come down the court looking for a point. It'll be stopped up by Bourne as she strikes through the backfield here looking for a shot. And it's up and it's in. And the Bulldogs will take the lead. And that there will be the end of the second quarter with Douglas 15, Blue Stem 14 there. And those last couple bit of points sure did help. We'll be right back after this. We are back, everyone, and we're getting ready to start off the last quarter of this game tonight. For the Bulldogs, this will be their last game. Wagner will find Gentry. Gentry up. And she'll roll it in and get the and 1. That must have been one heck of a warm-up speech there in that second half. These girls have came out in with even more enthusiasm and even more energy within these 9 seconds that we've seen so far.
I think just the plays right at the end of the last quarter kind of helped that, gave some energy to the Lady Bulldogs.
Douglas will miss a couple shots and will fumble around into Blue Stem's hands. Blue Stem crossing over the big Bulldog, painted in the middle of the court here at the Purple Palace. And it'll find its way outside for Blue Stem. Up, and that's a swish of a 3. And now we have a tie ball game here, folks, with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in our last quarter of the game. Bourne over to Kennedy. Kennedy dribbling it in. She'll fumble around the ball and pick up a foul. And it's going to be a timeout, Blue Stem. Well, Charlie, what are you thinking about this game so far? Oh, my bad. Just technical difficulties is crazy tonight, folks. We're going to get the hang of it by Friday.
Very much, Dave, very much.
What were you thinking about these last 2 quarters the girls have had so far?
I think just big plays, bring the energy. This is a much different group of girls than last year. They're just learning to play with each other.
Sorry, guys, we might have lost a little bit of camera angle there. I apologize. All right, go ahead, Charlie.
Girls learn to play with each other, play as a team, and learn to cope with new coaches this year.
Yeah, as they did have a loss of Jance this year, and also Beekler.
Yes, and we got a new coach. Haven't seen before, Lauren Page.
Yep, and you also see Chance Whitehead helping out with a couple of the boys' teams out and coming up. So that's all we have right now, and we are back into the game.
I definitely looked for a second.
That's all right, Charmander. Ryerson at the top of the key. Find its way over to Wagner. Wagner dribbling through everyone. She dribbled right through everyone. And here we go. Blue Stem passing over the Bulldog right here at the Purple Palace. Find its way dribbling down to the corner. Smacked up by the Bulldogs. Blue Stem at the corner. 3-point line dribbling in. Blue Stem at the top almost loses possession there. Blue Stem over to the sides. Blue Stem up with the shot. Dribbles in and out, and it's picked up by Kennedy Berkston for the Bulldogs.
Very good session for the Blue girls. Quick, swinging the ball around, setting up the play.
Wagner over to Berkston in the corner. Reaches out wide and grabs that one. She'll get a push out of bounds, and Douglas will get the ball on Blue Stem's baseline. Wagner to inbound for the Bulldogs. Find its way over to Haley. Haley Wagner, born. Towards top of the key, over to Wagner. Wagner, a little confused, finds Ryerson right back at the top of the key. Looking for Bourne. It'll be tipped up by Blue Stem. Blue Stem on the streak here. And she'll get completely sandwiched, and the ball knocked right out of her hand there. And out of bounds.
A little upset that they didn't get a foul.
See, I can see that. But with our student section right behind them, it is getting a little rowdy over there, folks. I think I seen somebody throw a banana peel just a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, this freshman class is kind of wild.
And Blue Stem up with the shot, and she'll swish it right in. And there it is. Blue Stem will take the lead over Douglas. With a minute 22 left here in the last quarter of the game. Blue Stem 20, Douglas 17. Douglas will trail them by 3. They'll fumble around and out of bounds for Wagner. And it'll be Douglas's ball on Blue Stem's baseline. Wagner out to board. Maddie Wagner will pick it up. Just had a voice crack there, if you didn't notice, Charmander. And there it is. Gentry Bergson will knock in 3 and tie it up. We have a tie ball game here, folks, with 52 seconds left. Blue Stem looking to shoot. Bergson looking for somebody. Trying to take a nice, soft, calm approach and get a couple points here on the board. Wagner just now passing over the Bulldog painted at half court. And that's going to be a timeout from head coach Matt Lawson. And we'll take a short break, and when we get back, we'll have the end of this tied ball game. And here we go, everybody. We are back in. We're getting a couple complaints from people about not telling the score enough. So with 32 seconds left here in the last quarter of the game, it is tied ball game for the girls. Wagner up with the shot. Who hit off the back iron. Go get Blue Stem. It'll be Blue Stem's ball on Douglas's baseline. Douglas trying to play some hard defense here and get the ball back. Here, Blue Stem's bench a little upset that Wagner didn't get a foul in that last play. Blue Stem over to the corner, dribbling in into the backcourt, up with a shot. It will river off the back iron and right out of Bergson's hands and into possession for Blue Stem. Blue Stem will take over on Douglas's baseline. Blue Stem looking for a shot, finds a corner, swings it over to the top of the key, up for a shot for Blue Stem, hits off the side of the backboard. Bergson holds the ball, and there it is, folks. That will be the end of the game. There is no overtime in this one, folks, and that is it for the girls. If you can't hear Menard saying the same thing, that will end everything here for the girls. They played 2 games here tonight, and the boys will be coming up right after this. Well, Charlie, getting geared up for the boys' first game here. What are you expecting out here tonight?
Not much. I mean, young team.
Young team, a lot of new players. We have, obviously, Jace's, yeah, it should be a pretty good matchup here.
We have a couple new faces on the boys team. Chase, Pickler, and a couple underclassmen. Kane Austin, Braylon Bird.
Yep. What? We have one of our players, volleyball players, that have been signed to go to wherever she's going. Is now on, wanting to say hi. And we're started off for the boys' game. Caldwell up for a shot, down in the block. Bulldogs. We'll get a push. Caldwell will get the ball on Douglas's baseline. Caldwell smacking the ball. Caldwell wide. Find Caldwell in the corner. Caldwell up with the shot. He'll dribble in and out. It'll be brought down by Bird. Bird with the ball. Bird will take it over half court. Board over to Keelhorn. Out to Steiner. Down to Bird. Bird looking for somebody. Finds Spradley, who finds Steiner. Back to Keelhorn in the corner. Keelhorn looking for Shirley, but fumbles it right out of his hands. Shirley over to Spradling. Spradling to Keelhorn. Keelhorn up with the shot. It's in and out, and rebound by Caldwell. Almost wiped out both of their players together. Caldwell will dribble it right out of bounds. Steiner to inbound for the Bulldogs. And here we go. Steiner passes over the half-court line. Over to Spradling. Spradling over to Keelhorn. Keelhorn, Bird with the shot. Hits off the back iron. Rebounded by Caldwell, but knocked out of bounds. Make it Douglas's ball on Caldwell's baseline. Bird did Shirley. Shirley finds Spradling at the top of the key. Swings it over to Steiner in the corner. Steiner hits off the front of the rim. Bird will fight for the ball. Caldwell bringing it down. Steiner giving them some trouble at half court. They'll persevere through it, though, and be greeted by a pack of Bulldogs down by the corner. Caldwell find the corner, down to the block, looking for the shot, pump fake, find his way into Keelhorn's hands, push in the back on the Bulldogs.
A lot of okay, too close, Jaden, too close. A lot of new starters this year, as we had a big senior class last year for the boys.
Caldwell with the shot, misses off the back iron, rebounded by Spradling. Finds his way into Bird's hands as he dribbles it down the court. Bird to Shirley. Shirley down to the corner of Spradling. Spradling will swing it right back up to the top and find Steiner. Shirley at the top of the key. Over to Keelhorn. Back to Bird at the top. Bird will take a dribble, find Shirley. Shirley pump fake. Takes a couple steps, finds Steiner. Steiner will swing it over to Keelhorn. Bird, couple steps, down to Keelhorn in the corner. Keelhorn dribbles it in, out to Steiner at the front of the key. Will work its way into Shirley's hands at the top of the key. Find its way back to Steiner. Steiner down to Shirley in the corner. Back up to Keelhorn. Back up down to Steiner. Steiner goes in for a layup. Rolls around and out for the Bulldogs. Caldwell will get the rebound. Caldwell with the ball at the top of the key. Caldwell up with the shot. Misses. Douglas comes in possession. Douglas through the backfield. Up from Steiner. Steiner misses. Caldwell comes down with the ball. Shirley breaks up the pass down there but in the paint. Throws it off to Steiner. Steiner barely catches over his fingertips. Back to Shirley. Shirley up with the shot. Hits off the back iron. Bird tries to go for the rebound. Jackson fighting for it. And he'll find his way back into Caldwell's hands. Caldwell down in the corner. Can't find anybody. Bounce pass. Shot and misses everything. And that is the end of the first quarter. Your score, 0-0. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Steiner carrying the ball in the Purple Palace here, right over the Bulldog painted at half court. And you'll notice some of the younger guys in now. We have Kane Oss, a freshman for the Bulldogs in, and number 22, Jace Pickler, longtime wrestler, and now playing basketball for his first time in his high school career.
Last year he went down with a knee injury, and I think he just felt like it was time for a change.
And you move over to basketball, and here we go. Caldwell to inbound. Kane Oss to give him pressure with his cleats are throwing me off. One's one color, the other's other color. Did he forget, or is that on purpose?
Well, it's kind of just a new style, Jake. I like to get fruity around here.
Well, all right then. Caldwell to the corner. Stopped up by Pickler. Pickler tries to block the shot. Caldwell still gets it. Corner. Caldwell in the corner, and it's a swish for a three. First points on the board tonight with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left here. Caldwell 3, Douglas 0. Douglas will trail it by 3. Green in the front. Find its way over to Kilhorn. Kilhorn hands it off to Ost. Ost back to Kilhorn. Swings it around to Steiner. Steiner looking for Kilhorn. Throws it right behind him. He wasn't paying attention. Ost up with the ball. And he gets it stuck on the rim. And he'll be smacked out by Kilhorn. And there's a timeout by head coach Matt Lawson for the boys. And we'll take a short break. Oh, Andrew, is the camera on? Oh. And we're back with a minute 50 left in the second quarter. Blue Stem leads it with 3, Douglas nothing. Blue Stem over the half court line with Steiner guarding them. Blue Stem at the free throw line, heavily guarded by a pack of Bulldogs. Blue Stem in the corner. Find themselves back up on top of the key. Goes in for the layup, and Blue Stem will get it. Changing the score with a minute 20 left in the second quarter. Blue Stem 5, Douglas nothing. Steiner on the carry, finds Oss. Oss back over to Steiner. Bird at the top, back to Oss. To Green in the corner. Find his way to Pickler at the free throw line to Bird, up for a shot. And he'll rattle in for 3. First points on the board for Douglas with 55 seconds left here in the second quarter. Blue Stem 5, Douglas 3. It'll swing back over for Caldwell. And Blue Stem and Caldwell will go back up for a layup there with 30 seconds left here on the clock in the second quarter. Cardinals, Caldwell 7, Douglas 3. Oss at the top of the key, over to Steiner. Steiner up for a shot, misses and hits the backboard. It'll fall into Caldwell's hands. Caldwell streaks down the court, goes up for a shot, airballs it. And he'll get a foul on Douglas. With 8 seconds left here in the second quarter, Douglas 3, Caldwell 7. Andrew. Andrew's facing some technical difficulties with the camera. And the first one is no good, with some subs coming in for Douglas. Second one is up, and it rattles in. Changing the score with 8 seconds left. Caldwell 8, Douglas 3. Douglas will trail it by 5. Steiner's streaking through the court, up for a shot. Hits off the backboard, and now will end it. The second quarter, Caldwell 8, Douglas 3. Coming back here in the last quarter of the game with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock. Douglas trails it by 4 with Caldwell with 8, Douglas 4. Caldwell will lose possession down there in the corner. Douglas will take over on their own baseline.
I think it's just very important for them to get an offense set up and run it and be calm.
Spradling over to Kilhorn in the corner. Bird up to Kilhorn, over to Spradling, down to Steiner. Down to Bird. Up and in, and it wrangles out. Bro, what the? Something just got unplugged.